Hello everybody and welcome back to another, oh my goodness, hold on, apologies, swap everything over to gameplay. Yeah, my mic is very loud, apologies for that, but hello, welcome back to another meeting at the Gaming Roundtable this week. Once again, I apologize for the extremely loud mic. I was not expecting that, to be truthfully honest, but I think, give me 2 seconds. I like making sure everything is set up before I fully start streaming and getting everything done, so I believe everything should be all good and ready to go. So, I hate to say it again, but welcome back once again to another meeting at the Gaming Roundtable this week. Okay, yep. I don't know why, but it's like whenever I play on stream, it always feels like the game is super loud, but the second I go off of stream, it's like, when I turn it down to like 10, it's like the quietest thing ever, but on stream, that's like just deafening. But yeah, okay, so we're all here, everything is good. I just opened this menu, but it's fine. Because everything is basically done. Yeah, okay. So all the events are done, so today basically we're just going to be going through and powering through more of the Archon missions and trying to see how far we can go. I'm trying to remember where we're at for now. Oh, we returned to the Fortress of Meripede just to see how everything's okay. I had to figure that out. I was like, where exactly are we doing here? And I don't know if who remembers this, if anybody at all. However, I will say the paper that was I guess kind of looming over my head on Friday night. I will say I worked on the paper all day yesterday. Got the paper done. Paper is finished. It is completed. Everything is finished. I had, because my mom is very good at like more with English than I am. So like when it comes to writing papers, I can't write papers, but she can, revise and edit them. So I do my best. I try, what I can do for my, oh gosh, how do you say it? I try my best for like writing and stuff and seeing like how well I can do. And then I kind of just go, hey, like you want to like look this over so I know that it's not garbage. But yeah, so I had her look it over, and then later tonight I'm going to revise it after stream. Obviously, after stream I'm gonna.
Guess what suit will this next card be?
Give me 2 seconds, Lenny. Yeah, I'm gonna revise and edit it myself, and then I turn it in by midnight tonight. So, for those who are wondering, I am proud of myself. Because normally I would probably be working on the paper all day today, and it wouldn't even be done until 11:20, and then I have literally less than like 40 minutes to finish it. So, proud of myself for that. All right, we'll let Lenny and the siblings talk.
A bare-teethed cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely from an
Okay, I just realized
Everyone's support.
background noise is being picked up, so we're gonna turn that down a tad bit
managed
more.
to work up the courage to thank Miss Clorand in person.
Whoa, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all.
Just in a day's
She
work,
also
apparently.
told me not to worry about it.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you just forget about someone
Okay,
saving
but
your
check
life,
this
but
out.
I mean,
We went back to the opera house and we met the knave.
You met father? Did she say anything to you?
yeah, she talked about you a lot, Lenny.
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
I don't know why we said that as a question. I'm not gonna lie, it makes perfect sense that the knave wants to work with us, considering she wants to save Fontaine. We want to save Fontaine, so
Her attitude towards you is
you
even
know,
better than
whatever.
what we imagined. That's fantastic.
I'm kind of excited to work with the knave
You
too,
should
though.
believe
I think it'd
her.
be cool.
She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Mm-hmm. Father is very capable and also trustworthy. Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Lenny was a bit
There it
too proud of
is.
that. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Got it.
He's like, who wasn't expecting to get called out.
Sound like something that father would say.
Hey!
Well, he's not
You going
wrong.
to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, considering we're still technically
I will host
prisoners.
a tea party.
For real? Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely. Well, next
feel like
time,
I feel like there's some
you're going to have
jealousy
tea and
there.
snacks with us.
Like, oh yeah, lucky you. You get to go up to the surface whenever you want and have tea and cakes while we're suffering down here. Which, I mean, truthfully, I can't blame her. I'm sure prison food gets boring after the first 3 times you have it. Though it is funny, and that's why I think, oh gosh, Risley is very an interesting prison warden, is that, like, you know, changing up how the meals are had, so, like, every week or every day you're not, like, expecting what you're gonna have for lunch. Some days you can get, you know, good food, some days you can get bad. It's like, you know, for normally prison food being boring, he does a good job of making it interesting.
Are you still doing alright? Did either of you get hurt?
He just, I don't know, Risley seems like a very weird and, like, mysterious dude, but he's, like, such a caring person, but does it in, like, a really bad way.
We're fine. But what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it? A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervulette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being.
Did Sijuing get
Of
to
course.
see him,
We
or?
must also thank you for the help you provided.
I know Sijuing was talking about meeting up with Nivelette.
He was needed here. Well, Monsieur Nervulette has strong resonance with the hydro element.
Yeah, strong resonance.
He can feel the waves produced.
I.e., he's a water
All
dragon, but
chaperones
it's
felt
okay.
the energy and the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both all right.
We did say something, i.e., don't follow us.
Please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time. I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
See, I would find that to be adorable, and it would make me happy. Issue is that Siegewing is not normal, and that smile could literally mean she's just going to study us, and that's... Once again, I'm happy I'm the focal example, but what? I feel like it'd feel weird to, like, walk into a room and sit there and just stare at someone for, like, 30 minutes and not stop smiling. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I dig too far into things, but Siegewing just sometimes scares me. I'm not gonna lie.
You guys are back?
You guys are alive? Thanks. No. Glad you had faith in me.
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not at all.
Oh wait, did people run away?
Yeah, I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
All right.
On the
There's no need to
surface,
get
but
caught
they don't
up
need
in
to
the
know that.
details. We're just relieved to see him. He was super worried about you, you know.
Aww.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
I'm sure they both were, but they're never
Something like that, yeah.
they're never going to admit
I
it.
was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive?
Mumbling to the
Whenever
carrots.
he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Well, I'm glad you guys have faith in me.
There's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals. Is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
So he's just happy he has someone to listen, who listens to him.
Warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
This is true. This is very true, actually. They were very, it wasn't cold, but they were definitely, like, aloof. Standoffish, sorry. I use big words sometimes, and I sometimes worry whether people are gonna get mad at me that I use big words. So then I like try to change words, and then realize that I'm just using big words that also don't make sense. I hope everyone gets my word usage. If not, we have Google. I will just say look up words. Sure, the Waffle Mirrors have been skyrocketed in quality recently. Your meals will bring all the prisoners to the cafeteria. Your milkshake brings... Okay. I'm not going to finish that one. We're not doing that.
I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
We're not getting no strikes on me today. I'm not doing that. I'm good, thanks. Or whatever it is on Twitch. Honestly, I don't know what it is. I think it's a copyright strike, but I'm not too confident. Oh gosh. Oh boy. I'm curious who we'll see. Obviously, probably Risley, but like, who else is in here? Oh, we're going down? I was assuming we were... Oh, it's these two. I was completely incorrect. Where's Risley?
Courier, Miss Seishween told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
That's no excuse for... Huh? What's you two?
Were they just flirting?
Junior, Lurvine, we're back!
I think they were flirting.
It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
As fine as you can be for going down and about seeing all of Fontaine fall, but you know, just normal.
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
I don't think we will.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
No, there it is.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Thank you.
Not at all!
Dude, they're even in sync. I mean, come on. Deny it harder, please. Oh, okay. So Risley is the last person we talked to. That makes sense. I was wondering, I was like, we really don't talk with Risley, who knows basically what happened? Because I'm sure Clorand already left, and Neuvillette obviously is gone as well. He's already back at the Palais Maronia.
Or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
Oh, hush, you know our
See how the fortress
situation.
Is doing. Is everything still alright?
We're fine for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Yeah, because that'll work.
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, you're right, Paimon, but at the same time, you're not.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Seishween's gift with him, though.
Oh, that's good.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Clorand has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Seishween.
That's also not surprising.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Please hope not.
Neuvillette got the milkshake.
Yes.
Clorand received lipstick instead.
You know what, though? That makes sense. Neuvillette being as stressed as he is, that makes sense.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault for making Seishween worried about his health by working so much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies.
Aww.
Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Are these
Seishween
from
is great.
Seishween too?
Nope, they're from yours truly. We've
Oh.
already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
Is food covered? You know, the fact that in my wallet itself, it probably has over at least 1 million mora, which is like more than most people will see in their lifetime, and yet we're still worried about living to make ends meet and like getting food at the end of the
You
day.
may access the cafeteria for free.
It is insane sometimes.
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Cool, so let's go fill out that paperwork. I'm kidding. We can't fill out the paperwork until after it tells me I'm allowed to. I will say, though, I don't understand the waypoints here because, like, I don't really ever go over here for the elevator. So why don't they put the waypoint over here, you know, for the, you know, dormitories, and then swap that one over here? Like, it just feels weird and annoying to have to, like, keep walking all this way for one. Like, it's over, like, 100 meters, which, granted, it's not terrible. Like, I've seen worse. It's just strange. I don't know why they put it on the other side right next to the elevator. Especially since you can just jump down. We have wind gliders. You can just jump from the top floor and then just fall down. It's not like you have to take the elevator.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners, though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
It feels like a huge weight is off our shoulders. It feels like we've regained our freedom.
Being free sure feels pretty special now.
Even though we were free the whole time. Paimon, is there something you'd like to say?
Huh? How did you know?
Because you usually just immediately fall asleep. It's hard to argue against that one, Paimon.
Hey, that's not true. All right. Okay, I just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all. It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool?
No, it seems like we're the cause of all these issues. Which, I will say, where was it? Was it Fontaine? I think it was Fontaine, and I think it might have been Farina that mentioned that, where it's like, wherever you go, trouble follows, so at this point, I'm just going to be keeping an eye on you. It's like, you know, that's a fair assumption, though. It seems like nothing starts until we arrive to that country.
Aren't you the only adventurer here?
Being a guide counts. Aw, that's sweet. Because technically Paimon doesn't really do much, but it's okay.
Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward.
I think you have to actually do adventuring things to get that.
Paimon kitty. Oh, Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon too.
There it
The
is.
last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up. That was so scary.
Fair enough.
We should be safe now, right?
Should be. That's always the key word there, should be.
Alright then. Good night to you, traveler.
Well, good night, Paimon. Surely we don't... Oh my gosh, that's adorable. It is very interesting how they sleep on one bed, even though there's, like, no reason for them to. Oh? Did Child fall into the primordial sea? Dang it, Child. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a whale. That is indeed a whale. I gotta admit, I like that cutscene. Oh, wait. I thought we finished it last time with Nouvelette's talk. Darn it. I will admit, that is a very impressive scene where they had that, and it kind of, like, pans out to show that, like, Child is not even the size of, like, the whale's, like, tail or something. It's super cool. But enough of that. We'll just skip forward till tomorrow at 8. I think it was 8. Alright, there you go. Return to the dormitories. Oh. Well, glad we didn't go very far. That's nice. Some time has passed since the incident of Fortune of Meripede, and your sentence here is almost finished.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life.
Yeah, before we go on...
Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today?
Yeah, you know, and then we go on more adventures and cause more issues.
The Fortress of Meripede. Come on, we've got to go complete the release procedures now.
I wonder how many, like, days we got sent to prison for. Like, I just feel like it's super weird to be sent to prison for, like, a week. I don't know. Imagine, like, sitting down in court for, like, days on end, and they just, at the end of it, they're like, well, you're gonna have to go to jail for a week, and you're like, this court case took like a day, so what? It's just weird. I mean, granted, what we did wasn't terrible. I think they honestly made up these offenses we did so they could put us in prison and have a reason to have us there, but it's just weird.
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Meripede via the regular channels.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and... Huh?
Oh no.
What's happening?
Oh gosh. This doesn't sound good.
I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
Nothing good.
Let's go ask the Duke.
Jeez Louise, can we ever just, like, leave on, you know, not have to worry about anything? That'd be great. Heaven forbid we'd actually just be able to do something and not have to deal with tons of different things. Alright, let's go up here and talk to the Duke, see when the world's happening now.
Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean, I get it, but I don't trust
Our
it.
last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Okay, fair enough.
You've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Oh no.
Wait, seriously?
Actually, today's the day we say goodbye to the fortress. He just looks at us and be like, "Ah, finally, get out."
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now?
Oh, I'm glad we get to see Siege Wing before we leave.
Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. It's actually been pretty nice.
A lot of people have helped us out.
Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
Well, at least,
You've
at least
signed the
that we leave with
release
somebody
papers,
missing
then you're
us.
free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
You know, what the heck's up with that?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
I wasn't actually expecting.
You actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Yes, I wasn't expecting him to say yes.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
Oh, that was mean.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too?
No, that's all right. It's not like we'll ever never visit again.
Don't worry, we'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
I hope
True.
you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
Oh,
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble.
we'll try.
Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Meripede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Neuvillette was the one who asked us to come here,
Probably should see him.
we'll probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia. You're going to see Monsieur Neuvillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
Yes, I don't know why we can't just say it's from both of
The
you.
Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
Yeah, pretty much. Poor dudes have to deal with so much. I'll go to the... Oh, yeah, I'm teleporting. I'm not gonna try to leave the building the normal way if we're literally just told to go to the Palais Mermonia. Palais Mermonia. Mermonia? Mermonia. Is there an R? There might be an R. I don't know how to say these words. They need to stop throwing all these complex words at me and then they expect me to get them right. Yeah, oh yeah, so there's an R, so it's Mermonia. So it's the Palais Mermonia, which doesn't help because there's clearly an S in Palais. But you don't say the S at all. Not like that bothers me or anything, but it's okay. Are we gonna get stopped again? It'd be kind of funny at this point if, like, people clearly see who we are and somehow just stop us for some reason.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Oh my gosh, that audio quality dropped heavy there. What was that?
Oh, it's you two. Apologies.
There it is.
Neverlet did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Oh, cool.
Excuse me. Would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here, but you can see yourselves in.
Huh. Alright, well. I'm glad they did learn, though. That was nice.
Everyone's so busy. Seems a lot has been happening.
That or something just happened with the earthquake, but we'll see. Gosh, I hope not. Please, not another issue to deal with. Oh? What's up with all these particles around him?
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first.
Oh boy.
In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let...
Oh gosh, I keep clicking on accident. Let the Melusine outside know.
Very well, then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
Yeah, I totally was just holding the mouse, and for some reason my hand just kept falling for some reason.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
I gotta admit, that was good.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Meripede. And it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
Even though we still haven't found Child, but different issue. You and Paimon tell Nubila everything that happened since the Primordial Sea incident, as well as your dream regarding Child.
A massive whale.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the Primordial Sea.
No, so we did fall into the Primordial Sea.
Size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in Primordial Seawater.
And so we are like the only one that can actually go get him.
Seawater? What the hell? Is he okay?
He's not from Fontaine, so he won't dissolve. Neither will we, but...
Be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself.
Oh gosh, what worries me is if there was a crack, and he got through the crack, which is bad, because that means anywhere in Fontaine could just start springing out primordial seawater. There's something we'd like to ask as well.
What is it?
What was that tremor we felt earlier?
Oh, right. Paimon felt it too.
You forgot?
The Duke, and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
Unless they consider he's on the surface. You would hope so.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson.
Oh no.
After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
Oh no.
The water levels rose? Oh no. What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time, and have already returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon.
Yeah,
If the
that's
change
not
in water
normal.
levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, and the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Oh gosh. Oh no no
Should
no
be in
no.
Poisson, right? We need to go check on her.
Yes, Benedict Rasula's headquarters is there.
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll
Oh
have to ask you two to go
gosh.
to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish things here.
Dude, please let Navia be alright.
Let's get going.
Please be careful.
Come on, man. We haven't had any playable characters die. Hold on. No, we haven't, right? Give me a second. Now this is something. Let's see. We got Amber. Nope. 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 Going through the whole list. Nobody's... I mean, I guess Child is MIA, but Child's not dead. See, I don't think anybody's died yet, so let's not do that. Especially with Navia, because I would be super upset. Like, that would be, like, the worst thing ever. Especially for, like, a character like Navia, who's all, like, just sunshine and happiness. That would be awful. Been like, alright, who's our first character we're finally gonna take off the chopping block, and they're just like, oh yeah, let's just do Navia. Gone. Please, no. You know what's even funnier is, it's not even about the game, but whenever I, like, move my hand, literally just for a few seconds past the mic, it picks up, and I don't know what it's picking up.
No. What happened here?
Because I'm literally just swiping my hand, and it just, like, picks up the fact that I'm moving. All the buildings here seem to be in pretty rough shape now. Yeah, you can say that again. There's nobody around. Were they all dissolved? No, let's not assume they're worse yet. Gosh, I'd hope not, please.
Nadia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still... Paimon means we need to check on her.
Yeah, let's not think negatively yet, Paimon. Oh, we're... okay. I thought we were going straight towards the headquarters, but I guess not. Oh boy.
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here. Oh, this is getting scary.
I mean, we can only hope that they had to all evacuate.
Look, there's someone on the roof over there.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right, just hurry.
Yeah, so they probably all fled to high ground the second it started flooding.
I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own? My Desiree!
Oh no.
He looks pretty sad.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
Oh my gosh. What happened? It's like... oh my goodness. It's like almost like out of a disaster film. It's just... it's honestly just nightmarish. Just looking around and seeing everything just torn apart. Oh, there's Navia at least. Jeez Louise. Like the one good thing today.
She's over there. Hey, Navia, are you okay?
Paimon, I think she has bigger issues to deal with right now. Yeah. Yeah, I don't wanna...
You're here.
I think she has bigger issues.
We heard there was a situation in Boisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
Oh no.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
Jeez Louise. The fact that they're
Alright,
also
you'll be in charge.
the fact that they're also busy that they literally have to take over for each other is just
I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Ah, right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded on an aquabus. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere.
that's not what it says, but it's okay. It says waterways.
Odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water leaking from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape.
Oh no.
As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved. Those who
They
realized
literally
what was
didn't
happening
had
started
no
to
chance
flee
to
in a
run.
panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights.
This is awful.
The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible.
What?
No one knows if this could happen again.
Why did it recede, though?
All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents.
It almost seems like an
We still haven't
attack.
completed the
It's
head
just
count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
the fact that it just exploded and then just left is strange.
Out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
I'd say, geesh. I would feel terrible if we couldn't.
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Wait, we're missing some people, aren't we? Oh no.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Not Malus and Silver. Oh, please, no. You've gotta be kidding me.
Demoiselle, we've got a situation here.
You've gotta be kidding me, dude.
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
And off she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
And that poor girl needs a break, I think, more than anyone. I mean, really, everybody does, but unfortunately you can't. Walking around talking to people organizing matters. Decisions are clear and reasonable or faith marred by
Wounded are being
something.
tended to, and we finished a
I don't even
preliminary
think it
head
matters,
count.
truthfully.
More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance. Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Oh, jeez.
Huh? Right now?
Yeah. I think she kind of needs to. Especially the whole thing with Malus and Silver. I'm not going to say I know she's going to bury them, but like, gosh, at least see her father or something. It's, oh my gosh. It's like the worst thing ever, and I don't even know how to respond to that. You go from like seeing the happy faces of everyone in your, essentially city. This is like their town. And you just go from seeing everyone happy and smiling for one moment to just complete and utter destruction within like 10 minutes. Which, I mean, really, without going too far into it, that's unfortunately how most natural disasters are. Everything's fine until they aren't, and then it's just... everything is changed after. And obviously, you know, let's get things straight. By no means am I comparing real-life natural disasters to in-game natural disasters. I'm just saying that concept of, like, everything being okay until it isn't is just... It's prevalent in this, and it's starking to see.
Here, huh?
Or, not starking, but, like, scary to see.
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Navia?
There's no need to push yourself so hard, but... I mean, that's, like, not the thing we should be telling her, I don't think.
Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just...
Say her whole town disappeared, her...
Malus and Silver. They won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still... I was the one who initiated it.
Oh, don't tell
me. They
me.
were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time.
Oh, gosh.
And they were caught in the seawater.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long.
You really can't do anything here.
And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just... gone. I just can't...
I was actually going to comment on that, too, because that's the worst part about the seawater, is that you don't see their bodies anymore. You have nothing to even
I
bury.
didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later, no matter who you are.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
Oh, jeez.
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
And unfortunately, she can't even do that
way,
for
it'll
him.
save us both the trip to see each other whenever
Gosh,
you visit your
dude.
father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
No.
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your requests. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else.
I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise.
It's not
I'm
even her
sorry
fault, though.
for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Malus and Silver have helped me
Oh my gosh.
But by contrast, I could do nothing for them.
I mean, really,
I'm
though,
so sorry.
I don't even think Malus and Silver wanted you to do
Time
anything.
as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
And, like, you know, it really stinks. It's one of those things that, like, as much as I would love to be able to, like, talk with the characters, it's definitely stuff like that where it's like, really, Malus and Silver never wanted her to have to feel that obligation. Which I know that doesn't make life feel better, but they never really cared. They were just happy to be
Thank you.
by her side,
Right
which...
now, you don't know how much that means.
I mean, gosh, that makes the pain even worse, but at least in the long run, it
By the
makes
way,
things a little
you
bit
can have a
better.
Look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine, Karina, Daisy Ray, Joinville, Julianne, Esson, as well as Malus and Silver. So, everyone else is safe. But still...
And even then, though,
okay.
a lot of them are
I know what
injured.
you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated.
And that was probably due to...
The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
I say, even though Malus and Silver were probably the reason for that very, very small loss of life, but I will admit, this is the one I do like. No one's sacrifice is truly necessary.
Right.
I like that.
Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't something we should ever consider a trade. Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon.
You know, Paimon has a good way of actually, like, being
Pretty
serious for
amazing,
once.
actually.
I appreciate it.
I'll remember your words.
Oh, really?
I say, I gotta admit, good job,
You've
Paimon.
become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
Oh, come on, really?
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
What? Hold on,
Yes,
what?
my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground.
What?
As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
Dude, I was saying she was nice, but this is almost ridiculous.
Do you two know each other?
Ow,
We
sorry.
just met,
That was my
yes.
desk.
Right, Miss Navia.
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. That doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me.
She could also probably understand that
Thanks
Navia
the
wants to
nave,
save people as much as she
Sinazir
does.
received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before,
Huh.
and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with.
Like I've said,
My
the knave
subordinates
is
have reported that
probably
Fatui
not
soldiers
our
have been
enemy, but
observing water levels
wasn't
and
expecting
taking
this.
head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
Even the traveler's like, what?
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster. Lending your
Yeah.
organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Depends on what you
Without
want,
your help,
but
there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they weren't the price paid for others' salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine.
I just can't get over it.
And
It
also
feels
spells
weird.
disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Terre. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention. By the way, Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
What?
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance.
Oh?
You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals.
So the time for jolly cooperation has come. I don't know why you put it like that, but close enough.
Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you.
Oh no.
During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times, and seem to be worth investigating in many ways. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious.
So essentially we're assuming the ruins are a part of it.
Unexpectedly, this disaster struck. And at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
So we're gonna have to go explore this
Perhaps
elves.
the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents.
Which I feel she does on
Linny
purpose,
told me
but...
that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you.
Wow.
Which is why I want to give you this task.
That's... honestly, I feel like that's an honor, but... can you trust an outsider like me?
The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family. But Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house.
So she trusts her kids
sure
that
you
much?
already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
So she trusts
The
them
intel
so
I just
much,
shared about
so
the
she
ruins
trusts
could
us
fetch a
because
high
of it.
price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it. So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Yeah, haven't done that before.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
No.
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
No, because if it's primordial seawater, you're in trouble. Get out.
You need to rest.
Yes, please.
Well, I'm sad, yes. But I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing.
Don't they need you for like leadership or something?
Disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me.
I'm the only one who can touch seawater and live, so live.
I'm
Leave.
also
Go.
doing this
Shoo.
for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
Navia's strong, but she needs company right now. We can be that company if she goes to explore the ruins with us.
Since you put it that way,
Arr.
I have no objections. What do you say, traveler?
I guess we go to the ruins together.
The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
I still don't like this.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
I don't like it. Wait, really? I assumed it was this whole area here. Well, this will be interesting. Maybe it'll lead to those ruins? I don't know. I will say, though, it makes me very nervous having Navia with us. I just, like, I don't know what it is, but I think it really bothers me that all these characters are, like, they're keep being like, oh my gosh, you know, I should be helping out and, you know, being around the seawater. It's like, why? You guys know that, like, I can touch the seawater and still live. It'll make me sick, yes, but it's not gonna destroy me. I just don't like it. I honestly wish our character had more common sense to be like, listen, I'm the only one who can touch the seawater and be fine. Y'all need to stop. We can't have any more people getting dissolved. It's like the last thing we need right now. And okay, so we're like right on top of it almost. I will grab these the rainbow roses because rainbow roses and the, what, Marcote? Whatever it is, we just need to grab more stuff, as many as possible. Like that. Maybe get some trees here too. I think that's a good amount of wood.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about? Whoa, talk about old.
Yeah,
They
nice
seem
little
to be pretty ancient, all
nice dungeon entrance.
Let's go in and have a look.
right. Just be careful.
We could tell you the exact same thing. So, do we get Navi as a character as well? Come on, let's get Navi as a trial character. Let's do it. I want to see it. Aw, man. I wished. Definitely make sure to see if we can find any smaller chests, but like I said, like I've always said, it's honestly not that big of an issue if we miss the small chests. It's just one of those kind of oh darn things. Excuse me. I actually can't move. What in the world? Thank you. Is it Zichenko? I really hope I said that right. Please correct me. But thank you for the follow and welcome to the Gaming Roundtable. Let's see. I don't think there's anything around here, honestly. It doesn't. It just looks like it's a oh gosh, what is it called? It seems like it's a dead end, honestly. Let's just go up here. Well, I guess hold on. There does seem to be, and I keep forgetting that my I don't know if I've said it on stream, but my shift key is actually broken because I don't know why. So now I have to I essentially have to use right click, and sometimes if I don't click right click and it doesn't connect, it just it's literally me just spamming the shift key before it finally works.
Check this out.
I will say this. I guess we probably have seen this character instead of event combat, but I think this is the first time we've actually seen it just in the story. At least that's what I'm assuming, anyways. I'm not entirely sure.
Absorption test.
Alright, let's... Gosh, I wish we had better characters. That's honestly why I want to summon for Nouvellette or something, because anything is better than this. Alright, let's...
Stand clear.
I mean, we're not doing... It's not like we're doing nothing. I will admit, we're doing more damage than I was expecting. But, like, against bosses and stuff, we are not doing anything. It's just not gonna happen.
Absorption test. Swirl. Mark 2.
Rain outlines your fate.
Alright.
Let me read
And...
Fire, pants on fire.
I think it should be... Okay, come on. There we go. Not terrible. My only issues with this team comp that they said I should make is the fact that Hu Tao's HP gets so low, and then it's just like... I can't do anything about it. There's like... I don't know why they... I so expected that. I so expected that. I'm gonna just smack. Oh, nope, 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 nope. There it is. We do this. Oh, nope, nope. There we go. And I think that's it. So let's just fly back over. Yeah, because there's no way you can get back up. I think if you fall down there, it's going to reset you, and it's going to basically act like you fell off a cliff, so I'm not going to do that.
This place has also been contaminated by primordial seawater.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
Well, how about you... I literally didn't even look at the thing. You should go back to safety. Look at this. Thank you, traveler.
Right. You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to...
Just stay here. Okay, sorry. I did not mean to click on that.
Don't get by my wrong. We're not saying you're useless. It's just that...
No.
You're right.
I see you're completely useless when it comes to primordial seawater. Get out.
I'll leave this to you.
From the looks of things here, maybe there's no way back. Of course, this is why I said we leave Navia back at the base. Oh my gosh. Like, sometimes I question the motives of video game characters, I'm not gonna lie.
That complicates things. Maybe the only way left is forward.
Well, this will be fun. Ah, great.
In that case, do you want to wait for us here?
Well, yeah, because that'll be any better.
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will rise. So, staying here wouldn't be safe either.
Ah,
I'll go
great.
together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
Oh, great. That's what I want.
All right. Come with us for now then, but please be careful.
Does that also mean that I can't touch the water?
Oh no, it's a dead end. Let's try climbing over from the side.
You know, I want to do it for science. Okay, understood. So no, I'm not allowed to, do that. Oh, nice. They pull out the ones where you have to, like, you have to essentially climb on the walls. That's great. Alright, let's... I was trying to, like, look in here and see if there's anything, but I'm not seeing much. It makes me very nervous that Navi is with us, and I don't like it. Like, I'm worried that, like, any second one of these walls will just start spilling primordial seawater. But it's fine. No, it's fine. It's not gonna, you know, give me a bunch of nervousness. That's crazy. Is this a door? How is this a door? That did not look like a door. That is weird. Nice box? Cube thing? I don't know what that is. Is that more primordial seawater? What? I didn't even touch it. I didn't even touch the water. It just, what? Okay, I guess. What? What in the world's going on here? Why is it like this?
Wait, there's something wrong with this bridge.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Why would you do this? Listen, Navia, you are not allowed to fall. I'm going to be upset. Nope. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This is exactly the reason why I said I didn't want her to come along.
Demoiselle.
Huh? Oh, okay. Flashback. I'm like, well, that just happened.
What are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
Why is everything
Maybe
watery?
she just wants some time to herself, Malus.
Hmm? Oh. Was I sleeping?
What's going on here?
So.
This doesn't seem right.
I must be tired.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk.
Oh, right. I nearly forgot.
What's going on here?
It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. I haven't had a nap today yet. Have I? This is a familiar feeling, yet something's a little strange.
What is going
Is
on?
something the matter, Demoiselle?
Because she definitely fell into the seawater, so what's...
No, I'm fine. I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Not just because.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and we'd resolved the matter not long ago.
Resolved sounds like not resolve in the way I think of it, but okay.
We're headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right. Yes. I remember now.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see all of you.
How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one they were looking for. Why, I wasn't even the guarantor for that person.
That's tough. Sheesh. They just blamed you without even
knocking
knowing.
at my door day and night. Even my neighbor Obina was getting fed up with them.
Sometimes force is required to calm someone down and get them to listen to what you have to say.
That's right. Oh, by the way, Burnett, what was it that you wanted to give to Miss Navia again?
Oh, yes. One moment, I have it right here. Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. They're a very good variety, and they'll become very big and beautiful once they bloom.
Well, that's
I
nice.
don't know what we would have done without your help, so this is a little token of our appreciation. I hope you won't refuse.
Oh?
Did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much. I'll certainly take them. Malus, we do
Apologies.
still have some empty flower pots at home, right?
The mic decided it wanted to fall.
Can have as many pots as you'd like, demoiselle.
So let me pause that for a second and get everything fixed with it. Yeah, sorry. I did not realize it was going to, completely fall to the ground. I'm gonna fix... Hello. Sorry, I'm just trying to, like, test the quality of the mic, see where it's at. Yeah, once again, sorry, I'm gonna move a few more things to kind of get to work. I don't know why it fell. I'm not even moving it. The mic just, like, moves on its own, and it just moved off the edge. Okay, I think everything's fine now, so we'll continue. Once again, apologies. I don't know why my mic decided to just simply fall off my desk.
Perfect.
Apparently it doesn't want to...
Swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Mrs. Burnett's flowers.
Apparently just didn't want to be on my desk today. It's okay.
Wait. Something seems to be off here.
Is the primordial seawater making her, like, have delusions?
If I'm not mistaken, your name is Burnett, correct?
That's right. Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name seemed familiar to me. I must have heard it when I was discussing things with your husband previously. I've heard this name before. Sometime recently, I'm sure of it. And why are there so few people around here? Where did everyone go?
We must mind the time, Demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today.
Yeah, I think it's like almost putting her in a delusion to keep her trapped.
Well, now, did you forget?
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House. Your trial is about to begin.
See, I'm starting to think that it's like the primordial seawater has taken the names and faces of everyone that's fallen into it and are now using it to like keep her trapped here, because I am fairly confident I remember the name Burnett. I remember Melissa, I believe that's how you say that. I remember them being mentioned when they said the people that disappeared, along with Malus and Silver.
My trial? Wait, why would I need to go to the opera?
Something's not right.
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about time now, so we should get going.
No, I don't like this.
All right then.
Oh gosh, the brightness. That was right in my eyes, and I was not expecting that. Like, my room isn't dark, but gosh, that just like blinded me.
Look, it's Navia. She's here.
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
See, because I could have sworn I remember those names on the list too.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be oddly excited about something. I even know some of these people. Karina, Desiree, Joyville.
Yep.
Julien, Essen. Why are so many people here? And why do
I knew
have
it.
no recollection of this case?
There has to be something about them, the people who disappeared.
Huh? Where's Monsieur Neuvillette?
Well, I could say they probably couldn't copy him because he didn't fall in.
Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
All right. But are you sure you can stand behind me?
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today is an exception.
What?
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're doing?
Seriously.
Who?
Enough with the whispering! Could someone please tell me where Monsieur Neuvillette is? And why I'm standing trial?
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? In that case, allow me to explain.
What?
As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina di Rosula, someone held in high regard by every soul in Poisson.
Is this gonna go how the way I think it's gonna go?
After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need reached out to you for help, you responded.
It makes me feel like they're
Not
gonna.
only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di Rosula fought for the well-being of
Are they gonna like blame her for them all losing their lives?
Aren't you just proving that I'm a good person?
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. You have helped so many people get through so many difficulties. You are one with us. We are inseparable.
Oh, please don't start accusing her.
All of us who are from Poisson, inextricably linked. And with you being so important, we couldn't possibly do without you. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You will be together with us.
Oh no.
Forever.
No. That is even weirder.
What are you saying?
What?
Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and I would be willing to be with you all, but what is the purpose of having me stand here like this? What is there to discuss?
Oh, well, if that's what you think, then I have no further comments.
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
What? What is going on?
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
Are they happy?
I seem to remember now. Yes, I get it. This trial is...
Silver?
Just a moment. This isn't right!
Oh?
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty!
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Okay.
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
So they woke
I
up.
wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Swanfield, you only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent mind.
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master Callus couldn't stop her.
Oh, this is... Come on, dude.
Serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual, extending her hand to help others.
They're even gonna help her out even after they disappear.
As being otherwise.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the nation of justice, the nation of Hydro. Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Water accepts all, blends with all. It will surely accept her kindness.
They're trying to keep her in the primordial sea.
In the nation of Hydro, and in the end, everyone shall meld together. Thus, when a unanimous opinion emerges, that opinion represents justice. Now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We and Navia are one.
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual.
Oh no. Please
how
don't.
much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent.
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend Demoiselle. And that is how we will enforce justice.
My head... It hurts.
I think they're trying to kick her out.
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling in front of me. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning.
Is she finally getting it? Gosh, I'd hope so.
Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will protect you to the very end.
Absurd! Who are you to say that
Wow.
she cannot be judged? We are
So
the
she finally woke up.
and
That's
in the
good.
nation of trials, the majority is absolute justice. We are the will of all.
That
Don't let
is...
them escape. We shall keep Navia here with us.
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn?
Oh?
How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just.
Oh?
Navia belongs
That was an
to
Oceanid,
us.
wasn't it?
After all that happened, she
Yep,
should not
okay.
be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses.
He says we're jealous.
Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people? Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us.
Miss Navia, she...
Silence.
That's...
Wait. Oh my gosh.
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial.
Is that the real Neuvillette?
The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Our thanks, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Nope.
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place. What, can't bear to leave us behind or something?
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be our last goodbye.
Oh, come on, man. You had to do it to us.
Silver.
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye, demoiselle.
Really? Oh my gosh. Man, the people who make this story, they make good stories, but they suck. They hurt.
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake. Good.
So he really did come.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were defending me at some insane trial.
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare? Paimon could give you a hug.
Man, that hurts.
The
Again.
ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I...
He's like, I can't say that.
What is
Because if he says it, he exposes himself.
Two Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second. But they gave me the chance to retrieve you. Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
So people that dissolve become Oceanids, which, I mean, really, we should have realized this by now, but it's okay.
Perhaps those two Oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
Not say so they were able to protect her.
I told them that they didn't have to protect me. To think that they'd keep doing so even after death.
They're definitely loyal servants. And I mean, guess even better friends, but...
Please come with me.
Yeah, let's leave her for a bit. Because I'm sure...
Are you okay?
I'm sure he had something to do with what just happened.
Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps there's something we could chat about?
What?
So stiff all of a sudden. Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right?
I don't feel like that's it.
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Oh no, so he really is awkward. That is funny.
Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have nothing to talk about?
It's not like you're not loud enough for her to hear.
I suppose so.
By the way, Sijuin sends her regards.
Sijuin. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the fortress of Meropide has not been too much for her, has it?
No way, don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's an amazing head nurse.
I see.
I want to know the...
Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sijuin would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity, just as
I want to know the connection between the Melazine and Neuvillette.
Also says hi. Even though Sijuin made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happening.
I really hope they haven't already said it and I just missed it, but I want to know the
Thank
connection
you.
between the
I
two.
have indeed been busy lately, and I also hope that everything is going well in the fortress of Meropide.
He seems so awkward, and it's kind of funny.
He still doesn't know what to talk about. Let's chat about something else then.
You're the expert here. What should we talk about? Oof. That's tough.
Oh, Neuvillette. You're probably quite the swimmer, huh?
Nice one.
Yes, of course.
That... Nice, Paimon.
This isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else.
Good, there you go. That's a good question.
How did you find these ruins? Did the knave tell you?
That's a good...
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. They had even transported a large quantity of supplies to the area. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave, and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the ancient ruins here.
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would take very long, and who would have thought you'd wrap things up so quickly?
Well, he's good at his job. I hope Navia can get back on her feet. I mean, I know we didn't see it, but, I mean, gosh, if you saw what she just went through, I'm sure she isn't doing the best.
Waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
I'm gonna take a guess. Why does it do this? Stop expanding the view to some random thing. This is weird. I'm gonna take a guess the front door's locked. But you know what? It can't hurt. I'm gonna go up those stairs and see what's up those stairs. Probably absolutely nothing are up those stairs, but it'd be... Can I jump? I mean, I'm glad we have the very detailed surfaces, but geez Louise.
Another unstable path. Watch your step.
Oh gosh. I just realized if I don't... Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Oh, nope. I'm gonna just... I mean, at this point, it's a... Yep. Oh, no, wait, we can keep going. Oh! It just lets us continue. Okay, cool. Granted, that probably would have had a you know, nice little cutscene we could have... Or not cutscene, but like little... chat? I don't know how to describe it. We could probably hear them talk or something, say like, oh, it's locked, but whoops. My exploratory nature has decided to mess me up one more time. Okay, you know what? Alright, let's... I think we can activate Alt here, we can do a lot of damage. Oh yeah, that's a... Actually, that did pretty good. Alright. Oh boy, they're right on top of me. I always hate that spinning ability. Because if they start spinning right on top of you, you literally can't do anything about it. Okay, there we go. I do want to know what these enemies are doing in here, but that's besides the point. Like, the doors were literally locked. Oh, geez, we go all the way up this tower. Oh, okay, okay. I'm gonna wait for a bit to kind of get my stamina back up and then climb. Geez, it looks like all these ruins are falling apart. Paimon's saying it so calmly, it's like we're literally about to fall down from a large set of stairs. And Paimon's just like, well, hope we get to the top. Oh no. Not a rune guard. Oh, this is going to suck. I can already tell. I don't know what to take out because these enemies are going to kick my butt if I'm not careful. Oh boy. Yeah, we might be in trouble here. Oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, these enemies are just like hardcore targeting. Oh. Oh boy, this will be fun. That's basically what I'm hearing, is that this is going to be a wonderful, fun experience. I guess the kebabs, I guess. There's like nothing else I can do here. I mean, I guess. Oh no, here we go. Yeah, after this, we really need to start making more food. I don't know why I don't. Keep telling myself I'm going to make some sweet madams and just stock up on those, but... Okay, can this rune guard? Jeez Louise. Rune guard just kept going and would not stop. Okay, can I stop being attacked for like 2 seconds? Like, there's like 30 enemies at all times, and I run out of sprint so fast. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Well, that felt like that did nothing and basically healed them. I love when my abilities do that, when I'm like, I'm trying to do a bunch of damage and it just looks like the enemies just got healed from it. There we go, look at that. Oh, got the rune guard down, that's good. That's a very good sign. Okay, I'm dodging these and I'm actually getting hit and I don't understand how.
No, my sword. Check this out. Witness the power.
Alright, come on, go down. Alrighty, let's go. Very interesting tower. What's going on here? This is bizarre. I guess over here. It's about nowhere else to go. Oh my gosh, I just realized how big this place... How is this an underground ruin? What the heck? This place is massive. Wow. That's like the only words I can use here is just wow. What in the world? Why is the door locking? I don't like that. That greatly disturbs me.
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
What do you mean this is the place?
Path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
That is completely incorrect. There seems to be something on the wall. Oh boy. Oh no, is it the prophecy?
Stone slates. It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take them down and have a look?
They're literally right in front of us.
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
Yeah, they're right in front of us. It's not that hard to see them.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot is missing.
So it's almost like...
Surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its past.
Wait, reason dictates?
Say what?
What do you mean reason?
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that Fontaine should be destroyed?
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents correspond to it. Take the second slate, for example.
I say thank you for finally pointing out that it's the prophecy.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same. She's facing this... what is this? Some kind of island in the sky?
You know the one that we see all over Tevat? The one that everyone has assumed to be Celestia? Are we kidding? Guys. We really don't know what it is? I mean, that's 100%. That is 100% the island in the sky that we're talking about. And if we're taking all the Archons and what they have said to be true, most likely this is probably the Hydro Archon of the past who is worshipping the islands, i.e. Celestia. So, you know, the person that she got her powers from.
And is that Lady Farina in the third image? Did the Hydro Archon fall into the water?
This is weird, though. Like, what is this supposed to represent?
And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite get it. Are they all in the water?
Maybe it's talking about them being submerged? Like the whole prophecy about them being underwater and swallowed by the primordial sea?
The fourth image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy.
Yeah, so it must be it's everyone being swallowed by the primordial sea, and this is Lady Farina crying on her throne.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne.
Okay, yeah, so they are right. I see the first image, though, doesn't really talk much about it. Or the first image we see. Oh? What did he just do?
More information should be hidden in these slates, but I feel we cannot easily uncover it.
Hold on, give me 2
Most
seconds.
likely due to us missing the first slate. I am very sorry.
Welcome, hold on. I'm so sorry, I missed that notification. Welcome, Maria Greek 24. Thank you for the follow, and welcome to the Gaming Roundtable. Sorry, I wanted to make sure they got finished talking before I started talking.
Don't blame yourself.
Don't want to
Mr.
cover up to
Neverland.
anything. Cover up anything.
Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties.
I mean, the only people that read slates are archaeologists, so yeah.
That means the prophecy's sure to come true.
Hello. As for what's up, honestly, being completely torn apart by the story. That's about where we're at right now.
Look at them together.
And obviously now we're getting to the point where we're kind of getting to the point in the game where it's like everything is starting to click together, which is wonderful feeling when you start realizing that some things that are happening that really shouldn't be happening. But other than that, life is fantastic. I have a wonderful paper due tonight that I have to look over before midnight, but that shouldn't be too difficult. And then college. College is always a wonderful thing, but other than that, life is fantastic. How are you? It's one of those I'm living in the crazy, but I'm embracing it at this point. Get what you mean, Paimon? The issue is the order of the third and fourth images, right? I'll go with I get what you mean.
Right. If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the third, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
Wait, what? See, now that confuses me because why would you assume that the people falling into the water comes after Lady Farina crying? Or are they saying Lady Farina crying causes the people to dissolve? But why? That is weird. And apologies, I did see your message. My day is going a little bad. Unfortunately, I think everyone has days like that. I will admit, and I obviously don't want to go too far into depth, because not only is it personal, but it's also not really my story to tell, but let's just say a lot of my friends in real life are kind of dealing with a lot of stuff too. So obviously it's not personal, so like I don't actually experience any of the issues they're going through, but it's definitely hard seeing the people, you know, you love and care about go through stuff like that. So am at work. Yeah. That makes it worse. That is fair. Especially when you have a bad day at your work, and especially depending on where you work at. Certain places are just awful. Like, I used to work in retail, and You come across the most lovely people when you work in retail. So, yeah, I'm sorry that work isn't going the best, or it might not even be work. It might be outside of work, too, but I'm sorry life isn't going the best. Unfortunately, life is both a wonder and a pain. I work for streamers. Oh gosh, hold up. I gotta move. I'm sorry, I'm completely lost in my train of thought. I just blanked there. Second image is also quite concerning. What sin are the people in the images confessing to? Oh. I wouldn't have assumed that's what they meant, but that is completely fair. What? Oh gosh, and that's probably the first image, and we don't have the first image. Oh my goodness.
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the third image. That means that the person in the second image might be the previous Hydro Archon.
It's like they are praying. That's what I assumed at first. It was like reverence towards I don't know how much you know about the game, but for someone that has unfortunately dug themselves into the plot a tad bit more than they need to, I know that's. I feel like it's supposed to represent Celestia, i.e. the place where we're assuming that a lot of basically like the head god is, and they've made this thing called Heavenly Principles, and the Heavenly Principles essentially give the power to obviously all the Archons and are able to let them do what they want to do. So, I mean, at first I assumed that they were praying in reverence and saying like, thank you for giving us these powers, but now that they mention it's more of a sin thing, it almost makes me feel like that they wronged and they did something against the Heavenly Principles, and now they're paying the price by getting their whole city wiped off the map, which seems a tad bit petty, but unfortunately the Heavenly Principles they'll literally wipe out nations because that's what they feel like. So unfortunately this isn't new. It's not the first time they've done it.
Algeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records.
Well, we know that Neuvillette is the water dragon, so it makes sense that like he could say, oh, I never got to meet her because he is that old. But poor Navi over here is just like, yeah, you're like 50. Like, what do you mean you met her?
The previous Archon kneeling
She doesn't even question it either.
Skies, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? And if not, why would she be in such a posture? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy?
This is true. Good question.
Does that mean that someone, or some people, once saw these slates?
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
Because it almost seems like they want Fontaine to fall. That's just weird.
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Farina.
Wait.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's head back first.
Farina would know about this?
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Please don't. The primordial seawater better not start bursting through that door. I'm not in the mood to deal with this again. Honestly, who created the slates doesn't matter now. The real question is whether things will truly play out as a prophecy foretold. Okay, that was a bit faster than I was expecting, but exactly as a prophecy foretold, which, unfortunately, because there's one missing slate, we don't know. I did want to get a closer look, though, but I don't think... And I wouldn't assume that these are the slates that came from it, because... Yeah, because there's like a whole broken wall above it. So I don't... It almost feels like someone took the slate and ran. Oh yeah, because you can tell here's like the wall itself right there is like actual lines and stuff, but this is solid stone. That is weird. I really do wonder where the slates went. Or I guess the slate. That's weird for me. There seems to be way too many questions right now in this game, and they keep adding more. I do not appreciate it. It's kind of aggravating. Oh, whatever, I guess. Not much we can do besides ask Farina, because unfortunately, she's our only hope in figuring out anything. Watch, she doesn't have any answers
Let's
either.
split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is. There's some things you just need to be there for yourself.
Well, at least she's doing a bit better, but I feel super bad for her.
Still have energy for that, Navia? Paimon's already beat.
Yeah, considering you just fell into the primordial seawater and barely lived, I mean...
Just head back to the Fleuve Cendre and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping me company all this time.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well, everyone. Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone slates.
Yeah, that would help.
I'm concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the results of our discussion with you.
Oh, well, that's easy.
Can I talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem? Paimon's getting a little scared now that it's come to this.
She has long been harboring secrets, and will not give them up easily. Which makes it all the more my duty to ensure that she understands the present situation.
Oh, wow.
Alright, we'll leave it in your hands.
So it almost sounds like Nouvelette's had enough.
Person to talk to her anyway.
I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fleuve Cendre is always open to you as ever. So please don't think you're an imposition. Alright. I'll be on my way then.
Navi and Nouvellette both depart. You and Paimon head to the Spina de Rosula base at Fleuve Centre. I believe that's how you say that. Once again, words like that have never been my forte.
Welcome back. We've got a special menu prepared for you two tonight.
That...
Yay! And there's good food too! Navi, no, the boss is the best.
You did great as well, Paimon. Where does that even come from? What?
Ooh, desserts. Nice, these are all Paimon's.
Nice try, though. No, they're not.
Paimon's already starting to forget what happened today.
What is that?
Oh, that voice.
Is that Mona?
Is that who I think it is?
Why in the world is Mona here? What? I'm sorry, this is too sudden. What? Why is Mona suddenly appearing in Fontaine? Okay, well, let's go through this first. As her full name, Mona Megidus... Megidus? Names don't work with me. The astrologist is far too long. She permits those around her to call her Mona. Mona's hydromancy is powerful and masterful and accurate, but people are often unwilling to accept the cruel truths presented to them through astrology. At the same time, astrological tools and resources are necessary and regular expenses for a brilliant astrologist such as her, but they are not cheap by any means. Due to this and her lack of financial management skills, she lives a frugal life and can barely make ends meet. However, in her own words, Mona has simply chosen this life to penetrate the truths of this world. For how could the great astrologist Mona be shackled by poverty? I have no words. The one thing that's shackling Mona is the fact that she just doesn't know how to handle finances. Which, I mean, yeah, that sounds about like a Genshin character, alright? Yeah, I really want to know why she's here. This is super weird. Did the stars not tell you that we meet tonight? Yeah, that's true.
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
Well, I mean...
Oh, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontanian, are you, Mona?
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped into you. Quite unexpectedly, if I might add.
That didn't answer my question.
Why did you think I was from Fontaine?
Oh, okay, well, I guess that was kind of her answer.
Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstadt surname.
No, we more have other issues, but...
Yeah, let's go with that.
Paimon just being like, yeah, sure, why not?
Surname, which is, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first step to being a great astrologist's pupil was to change that name.
What?
I was
Okay.
for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however, Magistus is not the name of some ancient house or clan.
Then what is it?
It isn't?
Yeah, I see.
Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
So Mona Great. Good job.
Wow! Imagine including a boast in your name. Wait, are you gonna have to put that into your genealogy as well?
Oh, jeez.
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one.
If. Highly doubt it, because I don't even think she has the money. And may I ask what your master's name is?
Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to say that one more time. Barbeloth Trismegistus. Okay, well, I'm just going to tear this name apart a little bit. If Magistus means great, and Tris looks like try, and try means 3, please do not tell me that this person named themselves Barbeloth 3 Great. Or Triple Great.
That's a long one.
Please.
Does it also mean great or something?
Oh, I turned off autoplay. I forgot about that. Whoopsie, my bad.
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice as great scholar of the stars.
I hate the fact that I was right.
As a title specific to astrology.
I don't appreciate that I was right. Thank you.
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but when she took me in, she changed her name to Trismegistus.
I really want to meet this person. I really need to meet this person because I think it would be funny to have.
Calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply.
How about triple strength traveler or triple appetite paimon? Triple appetite paimon, 100%.
But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona? You're from Mondstadt, right?
Yeah, very important.
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dorman Port, and I traveled with the old hag for a while, after which I settled down in Mondstadt City.
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's waters.
Actually, she said she was born in Mondstadt. The issue is her parents could have been from Fontaine, and they came to Mondstadt and had her there. Oh boy.
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same.
Yeah, it's too late for that.
Ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
It's a tad bit too late for that one. Did you come to Fontaine because of the prophecy, Mona?
That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in a panel and speak about the circulation of the prophecy as an astrologist.
Wow.
The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in this much trouble.
It's definitely in trouble.
What do you think of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less scary.
Or she could make it worse, who knows?
Is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine, even that of Altivat. Ascertaining this is akin to reading the fortune of the whole world.
Wait, really?
I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. But
how would this affect Altivat,
the
though?
prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world. Disregarding it would be a mistake.
A visionary? Sounds really powerful and all, but does such a person really exist?
I don't think she would have brought up the idea if it wasn't.
The old hag could do it, and I bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something similar.
Nah, there's no way that I said I hope we meet her master and then we immediately get to meet her master. There's no way.
Are you sure?
I refuse to believe this.
All right, I'll help you. It isn't often that I see you with such a serious look on your face. I'll tell you once I hear back from her.
That is insane that I seriously wanted to meet her and then all of a sudden we're getting an invitation. This is great.
Oh, well, this is something only I can do after all. So yes, your praises are quite welcome.
Okay, Mona.
Indeed, indeed. That's the spirit.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need, do not hesitate to inform the Spina di Rosula.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again.
I mean, I'm just amazed. Genuinely, that's fantastic.
Quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks.
We were making a ruckus, try to keep it down. Yeah, I mean, we were. I can't blame him.
If Paimon hadn't spoken for you, it'd be you getting all the weird looks. The things Paimon does for you.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
That's more like it.
Sure, let's go with that. After the conversation, you decided to get a good night's sleep to replenish your energy. I love yawning even after a character in a game yawn. I hate it so much. I do it all the time too. I've actually had it before where I was sitting down, I was watching a show, and as I'm sitting there watching the show, the character obviously it's a fake yawn. They're not actually yawning, but I'm over here seriously yawning my eyes out, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? It's so aggravating because it happens every time. And for those who don't know, I'll try to say this before we get over here, but yawning is actually not technically a physical thing, it's more of a psychological thing. That's why when you see people yawn, you're not yawning because you're tired and because of all this stuff. You could be, don't get me wrong, but not always. Most of the time it's because you see someone else yawn and so you're yawning yourself.
Is something wrong?
It's weird, you have to look it up. It's super fun though.
And Lady Farina, they seem to have gotten into a dispute. Please go see for yourself.
Dude, we just wanted the truth. Gosh, Farina, calm down.
Like I said, I've already explained everything.
Obviously not.
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for excuses between us.
Oh my.
It is not my intention to offend you, but please, tell me where you stand. You are the Hydro Archon Focalor, are you not? Look at this.
Yeah.
This is a list of the victims from the recent Croissant incident.
Gosh, sorry. I'm trying to move the chair, and the chair's knocking and everything. I love how it actually pauses for the list.
They're all...
Yes, Farina, they're all gone.
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster, and I will not have it happen again.
Oh my gosh. I think that's why he's pushing so hard into her.
I will say this once more. You must tell me everything you know. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson. Do you know anything about those?
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. I don't know anything about
She hesitated, though. That's suspicious.
You found them in some ancient ruins, you say?
That's correct, which is why I came to ask you some questions. There should have been 4 slates, but one of them was missing. The other 3 featured different images that seemed to correlate to the prophecy.
The prophecy?
The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if confessing something. Do you know nothing of this either?
I don't. I've never seen such slates.
I'd hope so.
I'll ask you again. Do you really have no information regarding the previous Archon? My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon Egeria once had to confess to, or apologize for, a certain sin. If anyone would know about it, it should be you.
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. Is it really so strange that I know nothing? I understand your concerns, but I'm sorry.
I just don't have anything to tell you.
He has to be
Forgive me for
livid,
saying this
unfortunately.
now, Farina, but I have long known your various secret investigations into certain matters.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me?
There are several indications that you have been investigating the prophecy on the sly. This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydro Archon. But it is strange that you should also claim to not know any of Egeria's secrets, as well as do nothing following your inquiries.
This
You
is
have
also
never
true.
been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be, nor are you a fool. And yet, your behavior is very inconsistent.
So you've been watching me all this time, have you? I didn't think you were that type.
You...
Well, since you know about my secret investigations, then you should know I'm actually working to take care of it.
Is she,
There's
though?
no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my subordinate. You should be following my lead.
She should not have that
Just
mouth
trust
on
me.
her.
You're Archon, and do as I say. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. It'll all turn out fine.
See, her face
That's
doesn't...
all I have to say. We do not discuss this matter again.
She doesn't convince me. There's something she's hiding still, and I refuse to believe.
The opera's about to start. Toodles!
Are you kidding me? She's so hiding
Farina
something.
not notice us standing by the door? Wonder what's up with her. She was smiling. Huh. She didn't seem in the mood to care if we were listening in or not.
She seems deeply troubled. She seems to be deliberately hiding something. She does, which, once again, bothers
you've
me.
been outside for a while now.
Oh, you noticed. Seems Farina didn't even realize we were here.
I think she did.
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Our discussion reached impasses time and again, a state of affairs that we cannot allow to continue.
Yeah, she's going to be the
Still,
reason this
I do
nation
not
falls.
understand. Dialogue is the basis for understanding, so why did she keep refusing to engage?
I'm afraid questions alone might not suffice. We need to make her understand how dire the situation actually is. Even though she literally just saw a list of a bunch of people that literally got dissolved. And apparently that's not enough.
Everyone in her inner circle has noticed that she is hiding some secret. The issue is her attitude. I fear that she will not reveal anything unless absolutely forced to. We may have to create a situation in which she will have no choice but to speak.
How do you suggest that?
Oh? Like what?
Normally, people will only reveal the truth when standing trial. Perhaps we must have the Hydro Archon experience just such a scenario.
Wait, we're gonna put the Hydro Archon on
So
trial?
many trials, and she's really good at dodging questions. How do we make sure that she won't just slip away at the first chance she gets?
We will need to consider this thoroughly, join forces with various parties, and then do what we can.
I say we work with the Knave.
If at all possible, I would prefer
I
to
think that would
recuse
terrify her
myself
enough to
from
talk.
this affair, but we must prevent the prophecy from coming to pass. This may be cruel to her, but all Fontaine is in crisis. The information a god possesses is too precious, and so we must take a chance on this.
In that case, we'll need help, which, like I said, the Fatui is a very good choice.
But who will lend us their aid to do such a thing?
I bet you anything the Knave would love to put her on trial. A few days later, on a boat somewhere in quiet Poisson.
Well, that's everyone, huh? Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in a disaster, so it's presently devoid of people. That naturally makes it the best choice.
I figured.
And here you are drinking tea like it's the most natural thing in the world, huh?
That's what families should do. Sit and enjoy a leisurely time together.
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a cup?
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Fremine is not going to be the one to start the conversation.
No, I don't think I can.
Yeah, don't put Fremine on the spot.
Then, how about you, good sir?
Oh my
fear that
gosh.
I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber as it is in court.
Dude.
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things.
Oh
Wonderful.
my goodness.
The spotlight at last. I guess I'll be facilitating things from here.
We have a big... Oh my
that was a
gosh.
little long-winded, don't you think?
Even Cloran?
You might be right. Anyway, to cut to the
Or
chase.
Clorin? Is it
our
Clorin
friend
or
here, the
Cloran?
traveler,
One of
has
the
brought
two.
us together to discuss something. As for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be pooling our efforts together to create a series of traps.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, how intriguing.
Well, it's just an expression, really. One that I just learned from Clorand.
It is
Yes, on
Clorand,
the spot.
even though it's an
So,
I. Okay.
Let's invite her to explain in detail. A round of applause, please.
Oh. Well, that's why she's here then.
Huh? Didn't you say that you would be facilitating?
Poor Clorand is like, I'd rather not talk,
Now,
actually.
Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a good chance to practice. You might even pick up some fancy oratory tricks to impress your boss with in the future.
Oh, that's so messed up.
I see. And what does my boss say?
He is glad that you consider him your boss. Do go on.
Nibblet's so happy. That's kind of funny, actually. Now we get to the serious part, though.
In that case, do any of you have experience hunting?
Not that I recall.
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger. As for Lynette, oh, right. You were sick that day, weren't you?
I've also gone diving to catch some fish before.
Yeah.
Does that count?
I don't think that counts.
I'm afraid not. You may or may not have heard, but Fontaine once played host to a group known as the Marechaussee Hunters. Though that was their name, they did not hunt animals, but rather various monsters left behind by the ancient dynasty of King Remus. Today, Fontaine's monster population has already thinned greatly, so the hunters have blended back into society, taking up arms in other lines of work. They even left a unique methodology of hunting in their wake. A trap comprises of the following components: bait, a trigger, and a containment device. Sometimes a lethal implement will also be necessary to deal with the prey. So,
Wow.
if we were to build a trap
They're like-
together, right now, what would you choose to build it with?
For me,
It's impressive
I
that
would
they like
prefer something
had a whole like
basket-shaped.
laid out plan.
Pigeons and rabbits will see the bait and naturally enter the snare. Our line of work requires a deft hand, and we're some of the best in the industry, so you can count on our techniques.
You used some of those techniques while moving the people of Poisson, didn't you? My subordinates mentioned that you even performed some magic for the bawling children.
Yes, and I even managed to gather some intelligence in the meantime. I'm quite the multitasker if I do say so myself.
Here.
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong
Let me help the
suit.
people, but also like
I
use the
prefer
people.
more
Let's
stable
go.
methods, like placing bait in the water and waiting for the fish to come within reach. That's the kind of method I would count on.
Calm and steady. Exactly the kind of person who would catch loads of fish.
Very true.
And I can be their assistant.
With discretion, I'm sure.
I'd probably use some sort of mechanical animal. Papa once bought me some small clockwork squirrels, mice, and such. When placed in the forest, they can attract others of their kind. I
That's
remember
actually
that you
really
liked
cool.
those too, didn't you?
And she's like, no, I don't remember that.
I did. And that would be a good way to go about it. If they're realistic enough, animals of the same kind will follow them all the way to the trap.
What about you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I fear I do not have any related experience.
Yeah, dude has literally been in an office
makes
for
sense.
probably the past 500
You
years.
usually solve problems directly, without the use of any such tricks. But I do have one more question for you, Monsieur. If we were to create a trap now, How would you design it?
I would like for it to be effective, but bring no harm to the prey. A more gentle trap would be ideal.
It's sad that we're
Kind,
talking
as
about
always.
Farina here.
However,
Because this sounds
our
really
intention
messed
doesn't
up.
necessarily change the containment device and the type of implement we need. If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes for prey that must be captured and safely contained.
This is true.
Wait, why's that?
To stop them from fighting
Only
back
a
and trying to
hunter who's
leave.
a true expert at subduing their prey can snare it without harming it. The line that divides life and death is often exceedingly thin.
Very true. This is very true.
So, are we going hunting together?
We hadn't thought of seeing ourselves as hunters. It kinda works, but maybe it's still not the best metaphor.
Yeah, it's a bit late
If
now.
our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them on trial, then the hunting metaphor is actually quite accurate.
Oh, are they
We shall
gonna...
require much more courage than any hunter to judge a god, being whose seat is an exalted throne.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's she gonna do?
So
Blast me
that's
into
what's going
oblivion?
on. Sounds very interesting.
Clarian's hunting metaphor was just that, a metaphor. You will not call this a hunt because that is not what you should do at present, nor has the relationship between you and Farina reached such a dire stage. What you need is simply the secrets she is keeping. Attempting to take her secrets is an act of sacrilegious disrespect, but must be done to prevent Fontaine from sinking into the waters as foretold in the prophecy. There is neither hunter nor prey, but there it must be a trap. That is what you will need. That's cool that it kind of specified that. Because, I mean, like, obviously, you know, sometimes I have strong feelings against Farina because, I mean, really, I kind of have reason. Farina's not the, I'm not going to say not the brightest. She's definitely very good at manipulating people, but, like, there's just times where I look at Farina and I'm like, I don't even understand how in the world you function. And, like, the act that she... Because I think what it is I think Nouvelette's right. I think it's an act. I think she acts all dumb, but she really isn't. So it's like, as much as I don't like her for those things, we haven't really become enemies yet. And I would hate to call it, like, a trap and say that we're gonna trap her, or, like, you know, put her into, like, an actual, like, hunter-prey situation.
It's been a tough few days, hasn't it? So much has been happening.
We'll see, I guess. Hopefully she doesn't make it difficult on us.
Paimon didn't think the meetings would go on for so long, but everyone seemed pretty fired up, huh? Paimon thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremine was, now that Paimon thinks about it, but everyone else just looked a little surprised.
That doesn't surprise me, though. Of course, Fremine would be, like, freaked out about it, be like, oh my gosh, what? Do you feel more confident after the meetings, Paimon?
Well... It's hard to say. Paimon doesn't have any experience with this sort of thing. But with you around, Paimon sure will do great. After all, you're the most reliable person in the world, aren't you? Huh?
Uh-oh. What'd she see?
Did you just pour some tea? Paimon didn't notice you doing that at all.
Yeah, what? That wasn't me.
Then what's that?
Is that the knave? Oh gosh.
Paimon's never seen that cup before.
I'm sorry, that really does look
Don't
like...
be frightened. I'm just joining you two for tea. I merely refrained from saying anything till now.
Before it happens, I'm gonna guess who this is. I remember during one of the summertime island events with Klee. Klee's mom is also one of those, like, great magicians from, like, across the entire world. And I think so is Mona's master, so... I remember Klee's mom talking through objects as well, so... It kind of makes me think it's Mona's master.
Who's that voice? But there's no one here.
And we've also never met Klee's mom in person, too, so this is
What a
also pretty
strange
average.
Conclusion, but also such an interesting one. You two make such a fascinating combo, and yet even you feel confused. As such, I couldn't resist but come by for some tea and a chat.
Who are you and what do you want with us?
Consider me a passerby, just accepting a commission from my friend's disciple on a whim.
Oh, wait, it actually... So this is one of the friends of Mona's master. Okay, so it's not actually Mona's master, but instead someone who's close to the master, which is weird enough that she didn't appear herself. I don't know why.
Precisely. Call me N, a mage who wanders
Oh,
the
wait.
world. At least, that's how my friends have suggested that I introduce myself.
I actually think that she's another one of the mages that I was just talking about. So like basically the same thing as Klee and Mona's master, which I really wish we had more on the mages. We have very limited information on who they are and what they are. I would love to see them like actually, like this is the first time I feel like we've actually seen them in the story. I wish they would appear a lot more, but it's fine. Allow me to ask you, will Fontaine's prophecy come true?
The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesied will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the history of the future.
What? Then is there any way we can stop it?
Gosh, I hope so.
People call such things fate, and it is written in the stars. It cannot so easily be altered.
There it is again, fate. Can there really be no exceptions?
Ah, so you've caught on. Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods, could things be happening in hidden corners where the gods' gaze does not fall?
Oh my.
Things that you shall see different from the fate that the gods perceive.
So there is a way of doing it.
What is she talking about? It all sounds really impressive and important and stuff, but it also sounds kind of scary.
Or is she suggesting that because the Tea in the Cup is just about gone as well? Nice. So it shows how long she's going to be here for. That's great. Fantastic. It almost makes me think that she knows the mage and knows that we're from outside the world. So maybe they're assuming that fate was going to stay the same until something that the gods can't control appeared. I don't know, though. That's my assumption, though, because that would be the only thing I can think about.
Understand, right? Some things are insignificant, but others you must reach out to change.
So I don't know what she means by that.
Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Tevat's future. All you need to do is to play your part. This was good tea, by the way. Thank you for your hospitality. Well, that'll be all for today.
The voice. It's gone.
Is the teacup going to disappear? Mage N, is this the clue you're leaving for us? The unexpected news is the complicated feelings. You lie in bed for a long time before waking up. When you wake up, someone seems to be outside.
What? I want to hear someone talking.
Oh boy.
Alright, coming.
You're getting more and more diligent, Paimon. That was just mean.
Hey, it's you who's getting lazy, okay?
Well,
Oh, Mona.
I've walked in on some lively banter.
So she's finally here to talk with us. Even though we technically already had a discussion, but besides the point. How have you been these past few days?
Fine, just fine. I went to take part in that Steambird panel. It turned out to be more interesting than I expected. Not all Fontainians are pessimistic about this. One journalist mentioned that sitting around and waiting for the end to come would be wrong, and that they should make their own rescue preparations. I agreed, so we had a brief chat with her.
Did she
Okay.
have pink hair by any chance?
Oh, jeez.
Why, yes, it was Charlotte. I assume you've heard of her, no? That daredevil journalist?
Yeah, we met her.
I'm in full support of her view. Prophecies are very important, but how can people allow their lives to be commandeered by just a few words?
That's right.
That's a real answer. I like that.
Ah, yes. About what we had discussed before. I did try, but I'm afraid I couldn't reach the old hag. I'll try again tonight, but I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Yeah, about that one.
Huh?
You tell Mona about your mysterious guest.
Goodness gracious. Are you serious?
I believe she came to pass a message to us, which... She passed a wonderfully encrypted message, but it's fine.
Said that even the god's gaze has blind fooled if you ask Paimon. Most people would believe the gods to be all-knowing, right?
The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary.
Yeah. Sorry.
A mage named N.
That's the, those are the
mentioned her
mages,
a
by
few
the way.
times. She said that N's sense of direction is incredible, and that she loves guiding those who are lost.
Yeah, that's the group of mages I was talking about, was that, that Hexen Zek girl, whatever that is. But essentially, it's a gigantic group of mages that, like, are super powerful and basically, like, sit outside of the world.
But I've never met her, and if she were still alive...
Not, like, outside the world, but, like, tend to keep to themselves,
suffice it to say
basically.
that the hag's at least a few hundred now, and N's been around for longer than that.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. The Hexen Circle sounds like a scary group. But they must really stay in shape to live so long.
Yeah, that's
Their
it.
abilities alone are pretty terrifying. If she came to see you personally, then the problem you're facing must truly be of great importance.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, it's not like Paimon could understand anything she said.
Even though I think the Traveler
She
did.
was quite cryptic, but I suspect she means that there is still a way to turn things around. She didn't say when or what that would be, though, so...
I think the Traveler got it, though. I really do, because her face changed when it
Perhaps
happened.
something that you cannot know right now.
True, her words were meant as a helpful hint, but when we realized their true value and meaning, was that the best answer that my question could have gotten?
Traveler, Paimon, are you two all right?
Oh, we're fine. We're just a little down right now. It kind of feels like the end is coming, you know?
Yeah, that's for certain.
I see.
It pretty much
I
is.
feel that same sense of desperation, too. I guess you could consider me someone who has often witnessed fate. So far as I have seen, it cannot be swayed. But even so, I still hope for and believe in miracles. Astrology is eternal and rational, but fate may not be. It is cruel, but it can also be beautiful. Perhaps that's what N was trying to tell you.
That's a nice
Not
way of
to
looking
lose
at things.
And to believe that what you are seeing playing out before you is not yet set in stone. I did originally think of steering clear of all this, but I couldn't. Even if this is all futile, I still wish to help everyone. If we don't struggle to the last, then how can we face the end when it comes?
Huh. You do have a point.
There I go, talking about astrological principles again. Sorry about that. The moment I start talking about work-related stuff. Oh, I need to get going.
I mean, yeah, that was actually really nice of her.
It was
Mona said a lot of really nice,
worth it,
inspiring
even if only a
things.
little. I believe that you'll help those who are struggling in the same way I did. I suppose that might be why we always seem to meet by coincidence.
It's just weird. I still can't get over the fact that we just met Momona.
Mona said, but also kind of sad too. Hey, Traveler, Paimon suddenly feels like going outside for a walk. Let's go.
No, yeah, because that won't lead to anything.
Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by.
Yeah, surely nothing will happen when we go out on said walk. And by that, I mean there will be most definitely something that happens while we're out on this walk. I refuse to believe otherwise. Nah, it's whatever. Not much else we can do besides go to the point and just let it happen. Oh gosh, dang it. I can see it, like in that moment where I wasn't sprinting, I was like pressing the shift key like 30 different times.
Our names are written in this newspaper. What's going on?
Oh no.
Let Paimon see. The underwater stronghold, the Fortress of Meripede, has continued in its noble autonomy. But that does not mean that others cannot interact with it.
What?
My recent attempts to enter the fortress bore little fruit. Huh. Guess Charlotte still hasn't given up on that.
That's a first.
Thus, did an Outlander friend become the focus of this report. A blind adventurer with their white fairy, legends trailing in their wake. It is said that this mysterious traveler once visited the underwater fortress.
Maybe.
So while the fortress's interior remains a mystery behind closed doors, do not fear, for the tales of the traveler contain surprises in spades.
Gosh dang it.
Here is Charlotte's biggest scoop yet, the Traveler's Trail, World Walker. Charlotte took so many awesome photos of us and we never even noticed her.
It would be nice if she got permission to put those.
Anything at the fortress, so since we're easier to find, she's using us as the subject matter instead?
Yeah, it would have been nice to have been asked that first, but whatever.
Seriously? Well, fine. Those headlines and photos do look cool, so Paimon will forgive her this time.
This time. Continue moving forward. I'm glad that's what my next thing is. It's just continue moving forward. Understandable. Oh, okay. Never mind. Apparently it's like right here.
We're here! Paimon's hungry. Should we go in and get something to eat?
And so that would be why we were taking a walk. You were hungry. Isn't that convenient?
Hey, quick! Look! That's the limited edition, only 16 slices a day cake!
Yeah, that is weird that hasn't sold out for the day already.
So delicious the last time we tried it, despite the tense situation we were in. Let's give it another go. Paimon's sure it'll be great.
Can't let anybody get ahead of us. I'm sure someone's gonna buy it.
One slice of cake, please.
Oh, there it is.
Someone showed up after all. Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia.
Lady Farina, I'm betting.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too? It seems Monsieur Nervalette was right. You really can eat.
But,
Wait, did he really say something like that?
like, that we eat a lot? Because, I mean, that would be rude. The heck, man?
That's right. Even he has his own preferences when it comes to food. As for me, I love the cake and coffee here.
Oh.
Do you come here often?
You come here often?
Usually every day.
Oh my gosh. Obviously you like it here.
Day?
You must...
It's part of my daily schedule, apart from work. I shall have my cake and coffee.
That's a way to live life.
Then what if someone told you one day that this place would be closing soon, and you wouldn't get to eat cake here anymore? What would you think?
But why would it close?
Real question.
Well, Paimon doesn't know either, but maybe the waters will rise tomorrow. You know, like
Paimon, we need to stop talking.
Prophecy. To be honest, I haven't paid much attention to that. No, still, even if there'd be no more cake tomorrow, that wouldn't keep me from having some today.
This is true.
No, it's the same for eating in general. You might not be able to eat tomorrow, but if you can do so today, then you should carry on. That's what people call living, you know.
That's a beautiful way to look at life. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have 2 more slices of cake to go? These 2 slices are for you. Sijuin said that this kind of expression you're making is what humans call being sad.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you know Sijuin?
So Sijuing actually kind of,
I
like,
sure
teaches
do.
all the Melazines about
She was
expressions.
born before me, and she sometimes comes to the surface to teach us things about humans.
That's cool.
She said that humans are creatures that are saddened easily, yes, and you can only lift their spirits by feeding them delicious food. So please try the cakes here.
Sijuing, you're a tad bit off.
So I'll be going now. You two try to stay in a good mood after eating, all right? Bye.
I love the Melazines so much. I think it...
She goes. All right.
That is not even close. Not even close to what it said in the thing. What? You share a glance with Paimon and scarf down... Snarf. You snarf down the cake.
And the flavor gets even better with the sip of tea. It sure would be nice if we could come again tomorrow. Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious food here.
Paimon. I feel bad for Paimon. It's one of those things that I think Paimon starts to realize that this is like... It might not end so well if we're not careful.
Oh, we're near the Seabird office. Let's go look for Charlotte and have a chat.
Oh no. Don't tell me. Please don't tell me it's a part of another mission. Please don't tell me it's part of another mission. Oh gosh. Steambird interview. Fine. We'll do it. Hopefully it'll like finish super quickly, because I really don't want to go through this whole thing. Truly spectacular weather today, no? I mean, it is kind of nice, I guess. If only the weather was as cooperative every workday, I should be quite merry indeed. And speaking of work, my dear, are you here to interview for the troubleshooter position advertised in our Tales of Humanity section, are you not? No? Yes, I know the name troubleshooter is simply too... Okay, really? Yes, Ethan has substantial room for growth when it comes to coining new words. Putting that aside for the moment, would you like to know how I was able to correctly ascertain that you were here for the job and not seeking to ask for our help in our Tales of Humanity section? This is weird. I'm trying to I don't know why. I'm struggling to read this. I'm gonna actually, hold on. It might very well be because of the light, and the light's messing me up. Because the ground is super bright and I can't read it very well. There you go. Put it right there. Observation: every citizen who comes to the Steambird seeking help appears anxious and jittery, but your steps are relaxed and your expression calm. Those who are fortunate are all the same. Those who fall victim to misfortune all have their own woes. But you needn't worry. Those who seek assistance from others via Tales of Humanity haven't run into any serious trouble, so it shouldn't be hard to handle. Have a look at this batch of commissions. Oh, is this... Okay. So this is the reputation board in Fontaine. That makes sense. Okay. All you need to do is find some time every week to read through the commissions to Tales of Humanity, pick out a few commissions you like to handle, and come find me to collect your payment. Some commissions are so drop-dead simple that you wouldn't believe it, but you shouldn't underestimate the value of your work. For us, the problems in their submissions may appear to be easy and insignificant. For the readers submitting their problems, they are like a splinter under their fingernail, impossible to remove or ignore. If we can help them extract these splinters, then in addition to the monetary rewards, you'll also receive the respect and gratitude of the people, and your reputation among the citizenry will increase over time. When that happens, I will give you more complicated and important jobs. Help everyone to achieve happiness and be a lighthouse illuminating humanity. Such is the calling of our paper. Such are the feelings and aspirations of every publisher. No need for an interview. Your interview was complete before you even arrived. Don't be surprised, I have my ways. If I couldn't even manage that, how could I manage a newspaper? Alright, I told you everything you need to know about this job. As for whether or not you want to take it, it's up to you now. Think it over. Is it gonna... where are we at in time? I think we'll do this last conversation, and I'll end stream, kind of wrap it up a bit early.
If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon! Oh, have you seen the article I wrote about you?
Yeah, we saw it. I would like to ask when my permission was asked, but it's okay.
You've got some nerve! You just used us to make some quick mora!
Can we negotiate a profit split? That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I heard that you were in Poisson some time back, so I sent you a letter to discuss just that. It appears you didn't receive it, though.
Nah, we've had a few things going on.
Aside the amount intended for you. I've even set the table with some food.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you sure change your moods fast.
You're almost a little too easy to win over, Paimon.
This is true.
If I were a journalist with ulterior motives, you'd be in trouble now, you know.
This is also true.
Paimon knows you're not like that.
Gosh, you
Still,
hope.
what brings you here all of a sudden? Were you looking for me?
A friend of ours met you a while back, and when she mentioned it, we thought of coming to see you. Her name's Mona.
Ah, so you know Miss Mona as well. She's a guest columnist for our paper. Really good one, too. She's so young and already such a brilliant astrologist. So she mentioned me? What did she say?
She said that you're a real daredevil of a journalist.
I mean, we didn't need the voice, but yes.
Nice. In which case, can this daredevil journalist dare to request an exclusive interview with the legendary Traveler and Paimon?
Oh, fine.
So your article article in the paper today doesn't count?
No, because didn't she say that she should look forward to the real article?
Like live photography. What I'd like to do is dive deeper and ask you to talk about the things you've seen and experienced.
You seriously want to interview me? Of course.
Are we even qualified enough?
Why not? If I say you're worth an interview, then you're worth it. But not right now, of course. I'll need a few days to prepare.
Oh, in that case, we'll just chat when you have the time then?
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! I'll tell the editor-in-chief immediately. I'll have to apply for lighting, a venue, some props, and...
Why? Wouldn't you just...
So much to get done now. Talk to you later.
Wouldn't you just copy what we said down onto paper? Why do we need lighting? What?
Wait, Charlotte, Paimon's still got a question for you.
Oh? Did we stop her in time?
And what's that?
Oh yeah, we did. Cool.
If, just for example, Fontaine were to be flooded tomorrow, what would you do today?
Huh. That's the prophecy you're talking about, isn't it? I mean, I do hear about it often, but I've never once thought that the day could be tomorrow. If you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine. Oh, but I'm still a journalist first and foremost. That means I have a duty to be reporting from the scene. And secondly, I wouldn't forsake my homeland that easily.
Wow.
From what I've seen, most people don't know what they do should the worst come to pass. In truth, it might be better just to behave like normal rather than worry over such an end. So in all
She's
likelihood,
got a real point there.
I'll probably still be prepping at the office for that interview of ours. I know what you're thinking. That sounds a bit sad, but I've always believed that it's best to do what you enjoy. Just think about it.
So go out doing what you enjoy?
Really were to be suddenly
That's
destroyed
real.
Tomorrow, but I still successfully finish an exclusive interview with a truly unique person. The story I would wind up writing would truly be timeless.
Even if you never get to write it.
Well, I'd write that story, send it for printing, and use messenger pigeons to get copies out to the various nations as soon as possible. I'm not a dreamer, nor am I a workaholic, but I do love my job, and I'd be proud of leaving such an article behind. I guess you could say that I was born to be a journalist.
This is true.
But anyway, that's my answer. And on that note, I'll get back to my preparations.
That's so nice. All of a sudden, Paimon actually kinda envies her. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we? The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty soothing combo, huh?
I do have to admit, Fontaine is beautiful. And
Paimon's been thinking.
I would make the joke that, oh no, that's scary, but nah, she's been sad all day.
If it wasn't Fontaine, but all of Tevat that would be destroyed tomorrow, where would we go and what would we do? No, Paimon should ask, if you could choose, what would you like to do?
If I could choose, huh? It's just like Charlotte said. Suddenly trying to consider what to do is pointless.
We've always been moving to the next destination, so we haven't spent much time thinking about these kinds of things. We didn't have to either, with us always being on the road and whatnot.
Until that moment comes, I think I'll keep journeying on.
You mean, still traveling?
Yes, cherishing every single moment that I have to look upon this world.
Huh. Wait, isn't that what we've always been doing?
Well, isn't that obviously the answer? The banter go back and forth between the two of you as time slips by. As night falls, you return to your accommodations and end this busy day. The next few days are just as calm. Charlotte comes to find you and conducts the interview in the Spina de Ursula, a safe house at the Fleuve Centre. Navia, having finished her business in Poisson, even drops by to take a photo with you two of you. All goes well.
Feels like it'll grow mold if you stay here long enough.
Yeah, you could.
But
If you're not careful.
Better than the Fortress of Mirapede, that's for sure. It's not only damp there, but salty too.
I mean, that's a real answer.
Ah, so the two of you are still here. Wonderful.
An auditor?
You're from the Palais Mermonia, aren't you?
Why? What is going on here?
Yes,
I'm Isadora. Monsieur Nervillet sent me to look for you two before. I heard that afterward you went to the fortress of Meropide.
So are you under the impression that we might be wanted criminals? Could be.
Not at all. I'm well aware that you're friends of his. Actually, I'm here to pass along a message from him.
Let's hear it.
Yes, inside the Opera House. The Maréchaussée Phantom has declared the incident a small-scale riot.
Huh?
A riot?
What?
Well, that said, I don't personally think it was that serious.
Why was there a
Lady
riot,
Farina
though?
was watching a performance at the Opera House, and while she was resting during an intermission, some other audience members suddenly started harassing her.
What?
Loudly accusing her of doing nothing about the prophecy crisis. And before she could respond, others started to join in.
What?
The crowd continued to grow, and protests against the Hydro Archon started to break out.
So people have started to put the blame on Farina. Guess they finally found an outlet for the pressure they've been under due to the prophecy.
But why now?
I agree. People will naturally rely on gods, as is customary. But the moment people feel threatened, gods are also the first to be blamed.
This is true, unfortunately.
So after that, is Farina okay?
Seeing that the situation was spiraling out of control and that further argument was pointless, she claimed that she'd gotten tired of this and left in a hurry. The Maréchaussée Phantom had their hands full maintaining order and did not catch where Lady Farina had gone. Only when things had stabilized did we realize that she had gone missing.
Oh no.
So, you mean she's still missing?
That's not good.
That's right. The Maréchaussée has dispatched many people to search for her, but we don't have any leads yet.
Ah, great. So now we gotta find her.
I don't think there's much to worry about. She is a god after all. Even if she were to fall into the hands of rioters, what could ordinary people do to her?
I understand the situation. Oh boy.
Good. Monsieur Nervillet sent me to tell you about the situation, but he didn't say anything else.
Don't worry, this is more than enough to go on. Thanks for keeping us informed.
Ah, is that so? Well, all right then. In that case, you two take care. I'll be heading back to the Palais now.
Yeah, what the heck? Oh. Is that their plan then?
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then.
You sure caught on quickly. Oh. But did we kidnap... We didn't kidnap her, did we?
If we know Farina, she won't try to fix things in this situation. Instead, she'll look for a place to wait out the heat. And, as we also know, she may be loud and dramatic, but she doesn't have a heart of stone.
This is true. She's actually very weak, unfortunately.
When Nervillet was talking to her in the Palais Mermonia, and she heard about Poisson, she couldn't hide her sadness and remorse. It would be hard for her to ignore being accused by the public today.
Yeah, that's had to affect her.
Thinks Farina's probably taken the opportunity to slip away to Poisson and try to relieve the sense of guilt that she's feeling. Huh. Well, what do you think? Paimon knows the answer, of course, but Paimon can do the analysis to back it up, too. Cool, huh?
I see becoming a detective has done you some good. Looks like those detective novels have had an effect on you. True.
In that case, there's not a moment to lose. Poisson, here we come.
Okay. And, oh gosh, is it blocked? I think it's blocked. Oh no, it isn't. Okay. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna end stream early. It's not that, like, anything... Hold on. Get this all set up first. It's not... I don't know how to describe it. There is stuff I have to do, but it's not school related, essentially. I just have some stuff I need to work on. I think the... Oh gosh, it's only like 15 minutes anyway, so it's not even anything big. It's also a somewhat nice spot. There's not... You know, we can like say next time, oh, we're going to talk to Farina, oh look. So, yeah, there's nothing wrong. I just, you know, kind of need that little bit of extra time, and honestly, there's not too much extra time anyways. By the time this loading screen will pop up, it'll probably already be like 11 o'clock. Alright, so let's go buy our rocks real fast. Try your luck betting on Jade. No, I want the rocks. Give me the rocks. I want the rocks. Heck yeah. Look at that. Then we gotta go all the way over here and turn in all of our commissions, see if we can summon, and then go past that. Okay, well I said claim daily commissions, but I forgot that we have to actually claim them inside of here first. Alright, so open this, claim them from here, and then click on Catherine.
Thank you for...
Alright, let's check this. I don't even think we have enough to actually... Once again, I'm gonna black out the screen for a bit. I don't think we have enough to actually summon today, which stinks because I really kind of wanted to, but... Okay, we're gonna go through some of the achievements and kind of claim this stuff here. Cataclysm's Quickening, complete Cataclysm's Quickening. The Goals Once Wept, witness the Poisson disaster. Love is Destructive, Navia survives her encounter with primordial seawater. The Stage of Fate, lay a trap with your companions that allow you to judge a god. I don't know where the rest of because you can't really like see the Archon quest here, so I think that's it for today. I don't think we can't summon. There's nothing here, I don't think, in the mail, which stinks, but it's fine. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. Once again, I thank you for everyone who's came out today. I appreciate your company, and I appreciate you spending time here today. And for those watching back later, thank you so much for watching. I once again appreciate it. And I hope to see everyone on Friday. Yeah, Friday for our Honkai Star Rail stream. Yes. Did we finish? I think we might have a few more things to do. I don't remember. But, you know, Honkai Star Rail, hopefully we'll be able to get everything finished and everything squared away. And yeah, yeah, that's it for today. Sorry, I had to think about it for a few seconds. But yeah, hope to see everyone on Friday, and that'll be it for today. This has been another meeting at the game.